friends, I'm so glad you found me because this week we're talking about strength and the importance of strength in order to build resiliency in the body. Resiliency means that it can help you prevent injury, and it also promotes healing. So that even with the ups and downs of how you feel each day, when you have strength, it just gives your body more resiliency. It can take more, it can bear more, it can go with the flow a little bit better. So one of the exercises that I do in my yoga class every week is sit to stand or squat, or also known in yoga as chair pose. And I do lots of repetitions in order to build the strength of the lower body. So I've talked about this in another video. Today I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to progress strength training of the legs. So first, just the regular squat. I like having a target. So find a chair that suits your height, and you want to lean forward from the hips and then just stand. And then when you go to sit, just touch and get back up. Touch and get up. So that's just your typical squat. You can keep arms out in front of you. You can take arms overhead. However you want to do it, that's just your normal sit to stand or squat exercise. So the first way to progress that is to stay in the same surface, the same height, and go faster. And so just doing it as quickly as you possibly can. Teach those muscles that they need to be able to react very quickly to being pushed off of balance. This will give you some spring back into those shock-absorbing muscles of the lower body. So number 2, you're going to get a lower surface. I've set up 3 blocks. You can just find a chair that's a little bit lower. This is probably only a couple inches lower than the chair. So you may want to stretch out your hips and back before you do this, but you want to go back to the regular speed and just go lower, still touching, not sitting, just touching and getting back up. Makes it a lot more difficult and more of a challenge, but it will help you in the long run, especially being able to get up and down from a low surface or up and down from the floor. The third way is something that you would think about when you think about progressing a strengthening exercise, and that's adding the load. So this is a 5-pound weight. I like to just use it on one side of the body, either resting it on the shoulder, or when you stand up, you can press the weight overhead. And so it looks like this. You can just, same thing, you're going to touch and press. Each time you can press it. If your shoulder doesn't like that, you can just rest it on the shoulder. Up and down, every repetition. And then switching it over to the other side. Make sure you do equal numbers of repetitions on each side, whether you keep it on the shoulder or press it overhead. So that's the 3 ways that you can progress a strength training activity. I like to take all of those and put it into a Tabata set. We do that each week in my yoga class. A Tabata set is a high intensity interval set. And so it's squats or chair pose for 20 seconds, rest for 20 seconds, and you do that cycle, 20 seconds of repetitions, 10 seconds of rest. You do that 8 times for a total of 4 minutes. And it gives you both an aerobic workout along with training your legs. If you use the weight, you're going to start also training your shoulder. So if you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Tap on that bell so that each week you'll get an alert to when I post a new video. Share it with a friend, and you can do some chair pose or squats together. You can also look for more videos on my website, stephaniecarterkelly.com. You can find me on Facebook at Yoga Physical Therapist, on Instagram at sek.yogapt. I hope to see you again next week. Namaste.